How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome back to our Terraria Let's Play. And we're by the beach today. And there's a nice shark in the water, and a jellyfish, and all sorts of good stuff, and the sun is shining. And you're probably thinking, hey Happy, what you doing at the beach, bro? And I ask myself the same question. And apart from shooting the stingray fish, which is kind of fun, and it makes them blow up, and the sound is way too loud. That's better. Apart from blowing up fishies, I thought, hey, I need to get some pirate maps. No. I thought, we're getting towards the end of the game, and I want to collect some of those rare biome key treasures. And if you've seen the drop rate, it's 1 out of every 2,500 monsters has a chance of dropping a key mold in the proper biome. And that's pretty much 0.04% every time you kill a monster. It's terrible odds, I know. It's horrid, and you don't want to sit there all day trying to farm these monsters. It's terrible. So how can you speed it up, you ask? Well, the answer is with a biome farmer. And you make them across the ocean. So we're going to fly to one I prepared earlier. It's going to be really pretty. Ooh, nice. Check this out. So, you might notice straight away the screen went dark and it's snowing and it's playing corruption music. It doesn't know what biome it wants to be. I'm standing on jungle blocks, there's snow, there's crimson here, there's corruption. It's got it all. So basically, this is my adaptation of what a few people have already made. It's a sea farming biome trap. And as you can see, I'm getting attacked by lots of monsters straight away. And you might be thinking, Happy Days, don't just stand in the water to farm, that's useless. It's slow, and I agree with you. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you how it works, and then we'll actually break it down a bit. So I've actually played with some wiring, and it's going to make it nice. It's going to kill lots of fishies. It's going to be good. So as you see, how this works is I sit in this little pool of water here, and my trap kills lots of fish, and I farm lots of stuff. So, basically the point of this is because I've got biome blocks all around me, it gives these creatures I'm killing a chance to drop either a frozen key, a jungle key, a corruption key, or a crimson key, respectively. So I've got chances to collect all 4 of those biome keys in this one little spot here, which is pretty cool. And these spear traps I've actually wired up myself, and now I select the wire tool. You can see the wiring here, it's super simple, and hey, if I can figure out how to do it, anyone can. Because when it comes to technical stuff like that, that's not really my strong suit. So hey, I finally bought my first wrench. I've never done wiring before, and I figured out how to do wiring. And it wasn't too hard. And now it actually makes me excited to make some more wire contraptions. Because seeing how this kills lots of fishies, I'm kind of excited to do it some more. So anyway, so you might be thinking, well, I've watched this for a couple of seconds now, and it doesn't look like much is dropping. So I've got this chest here, and this is what I've been collecting. So it drops these jellyfish necklace sometimes, which is pretty cool. They sell for about $1 each. You might have noticed at the start of the video I trashed about 7 pirate maps, and here's just the ones I bothered to keep. So, Pirate Invasion's pretty cool. There's a few deco items you can get from it. I also got a diving helmet, so there's a diving suit, so if you're a completionist you might want to make that. And here's why we're here. Key molds. So these are the molds that have been dropped by this trap. So I got 1 corruption mold, and I got 2 jungle key molds. So when you combine these with a temple key and a few of the boss souls, you can actually create the proper keys. And we're going to do that this video. So that's pretty cool. So remember, that percentage drop is 0.04 or 1 in 2,500. So this is something you would do AFK, this farm. I've set it up so as much as possible, most of the items will go straight to you, but some drop down. Some things to note are that, let's see, what was I going to say? There's an item limit of how many items can be on screen at any time. So dropped items is 200. So what that means is unless you occasionally jump in the water to collect stuff, you could drop a biome mold and it could despawn. So don't go AFK for too long. So how do you make this? Well, it was pretty simple. All I did from the shore is, just so you know how to get started, pretty much start from the shore and just start making a path and pretty much follow it out to your base. That's all I did there. Oh, see you, traveling merchant. So made a nice path out to here. Then there's actually some numbers for biomes to classify as, you know, you need to have a minimum number of blocks for a biome to start. So jungle blocks is 80. You need to have 80 or more blocks for it to be a jungle biome. So I use lizard blocks because they can't be corrupted. So because they're classified a brick, that means the corruption and crimson can't infect them. So 80 blocks. Also, they're kind of good to stand in, you know. Now snow, to get the frozen biome started, you need 300. Yeah, I know that's a lot. 300 blocks from a snow biome. And you might be thinking, but these two white patches look like, you know, maybe 100, 150. And you'd be right. But if you notice up here, I've actually made the crimson and the corruption out of ice blocks. And when I first put them there, they were just normal snow sort of blocks. Not these snow ones, because snow can't be corrupted. I actually just started with normal ice blocks. But what I did, and this is a good way if you can't find the corrupted blocks yourself, is to get the snow started, I put normal white blocks, and then I just put crimson blocks around the outside. Just like that. And what you'll find over time is the crimson blocks, even if you start with all pure white ice blocks, it'll actually start to corrupt them. So I'll just leave those there while I'm talking. And I know you could say it's the other crimson snow blocks that are changing it. So actually, yeah, you could say that. And that's not good. So let's do a little demonstration down here too. I'll put 4 there, and I'll put some crimson around it. And that should hopefully corrupt it and not prove me to be a lying douchebag. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Alright, in the middle I've put more snow, just to count towards that 300, because I don't know about you, but I didn't want to count out 300 snow blocks. So I just did more than enough. And yeah, so I counted out, there's about 150 ice blocks in each of these tall structures here. So that's 300, probably about 400 frozen blocks. So I've got 80 temple ones, 400 frozen, which means I can get frozen molds. And yeah, and obviously because they're corrupted as well, these 150 count towards corruption. I actually think it's 200, sorry, 200. There's 200 corruption and 200 crimson, because to count as a corruption biome, you need at least 200 corrupted blocks. Now, you can be super specific. So if you count 200 perfectly, that means if you want to turn off corruption molds from spawning, you can take 1 away and get it down to 199 and corruption would turn off. It's that specific. But I've done like 240, so I don't care that much. I just want any. So it won't look as pretty, but it'll be very controllable. So that's pretty much all there is to it. It did take a while to set up, I'm not going to lie to you. But that's the first time I played with wire. So another thing is, to set wire down, you need a wrench to place it. Wire cutter actually removes wire and you can recollect it. And then you just need wire. And they're all bought from the mechanic NPC. And it's really as simple as, so just collecting it up. When you're using these wire tools, it doesn't break blocks, it just collects wire. All you do is select the wrench, and you literally just left click where you want the wire cable to go. And that's all there is to it. Now this number block here, it's called a 1 second timer. And this was made with a platinum watch, and you can make it with a gold watch too, and just pieces of wire at a table and chair. So I made a 3 second one too. So if I put that in and then put the wire onto it and right click it, it means it's now on a 3 second timer, which means the spear traps will only go off every 3 seconds, which for this sort of trap is too slow. You really want it nice and fast, so it's killing all the time. And we'll turn it back on. So now it should go every second. Now the point of the pool of water is you're actually fooling the enemy AI. And when you stand in the water, the monsters actually think you're in the massive piece of the ocean. And that's why they keep all charging up and trying to kill me through the spikes. Yes, that's right, they're YOLOing. So yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Oh, and there's water candles underneath the water that are burning inexplicably. I messed up that word. Inexplicitly? No, that's not right. Inexplicably. I can't say the word. Okay. The last thing is, yeah, these platforms are to collect loot, because you don't want all your loot falling down onto the ocean floor, because it'll still stay down there and it counts towards the 200 loot total, which is not good. You really don't want that. And yeah, the water candles are just to increase spawn rate even further. You can use a battle potion as well if you want to further increase spawn rate. But when I tried one, I didn't see a massive difference. Like, it went up a bit, but not to the point where I'd worry about collecting battle potion ingredients. So this is pretty cool anyway. So I'm going to turn this off now. Oh no, I'll finish these ones first. You're always tempted just to kill a few more, see if you can get that mold. Alright, kill you. Alright, that'll do. You can all live to breathe another day. Alright, so what we'll do, none of this corruption spread. Oh, there's one spread. Yes. So you can see one of these frozen blocks, and it's not quick. One of those blocks turned to crimson. Cool. And none of the ones down here. I'm going to leave that. No, I'm not. Just take my word for it, okay? I'm not lying. Why would I lie? What benefit would I get? Cool. So I'm going to put them back in there for now. I also collected... I'll check that out. I've got pink. Pink's actually hallowed ice. And the point of having the pink is you can't collect crimson and hallow at the same time. Or corruption and hallow, so I'm going to do them separately. So if I want to get that, I can do that, you know, different time. Alright, so where did I put the temple keys? Man, I'm getting like so much stuff. Temple key, oh there they are. So you need temple key, you need the mold, and I think you also need 5 of each of the boss thingamajiggies, the souls. Yeah, so what am I making? Corruption key? So you need 5, and these come from the twins, the Destroyer and Skeletron Prime. So what else am I making? Jungle. Yep. Okay, so I need... Hopefully I've got 10 of each soul, so I can make the keys. Do I have 10? Beautiful. Alright, so we get them out. Beautiful. And there's our keys. So then you got all this stuff. Left click. And your mold changes into a key, which means you can now open that chest in the dungeon, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited. Mostly because they've often got really sick weapons in them. The corruption one is awesome, so I'm looking forward to getting that. So, now, and we'll do this same video, it's been a fairly short one so far. We're going to double time it to the, BTW, by the way. You get a ton of gold with that trap as well. Like, I've got so much gold, I now have a platinum coin, which is worth 100 gold coins. So, yeah, lots of gold. In fact, I'll just change it to... It looks cooler having lots of gold, though, in my opinion. Alright, so let's go to the dungeon and get some of this special loot. So, yeah. And the point of farming more than... Oh, a werewolf. They're pretty rare. Hey, there's another one. Cool. They don't spawn that much. And in fact, they drop an item we need for our anchor shield. I think it's called like medicated bandage or something. I don't know. And, oh, there's another one. Here I am saying they're rare. We're gonna meet a fourth one? No. Okay. So yeah, the point of collecting more than one of the molds is you could spawn a new world, defeat Skeletron quickly and get a second special weapon. I don't know if there's more than one type of weapon you can get from like corruption chests and stuff. Actually, these werewolves are spawning all the time. Random. Cool. Yeah. But you might just want one of each mold, so... You know, but that ocean farm was pretty easy to set up. Well, actually I lied, it took me 3 hours. But I was actually, if you can believe this, enjoying making it. Like, it was kind of cool, mostly because I haven't played with wire before. So, that's why I didn't notice the time going. And I didn't record it because, yeah. I wanted to at least half make out I knew what I was talking about. So, yeah. Oh, I'm going to the dungeon, whoops. I'm used to flying over it. I should get rid of this arena, I don't use it anymore. Alright, so, now I'm expecting to see stronger enemies down here because when you beat Plantera, it actually creates stronger mobs down here. Who's this? A rusty armored bones. Cool, it wasn't too bad. Come on, you're gonna have to try harder than this dungeon. I think there's like this necromancer thing that like shoots lightning everywhere, which is pretty cool. And he teleports when you hit him. So he's like all over the place. Alright, where are these biome chests? Ooh, is that one? No, that's the old one. I wonder if there's like good drops you can get from these new monsters. I don't know. Alright, so we're looking for biome chests. And seeing if they're around. No, oh, that's right. This dungeon's shaped really weird. You have to like go up this little side passage. I can talk. Yeah, this little passage leads to the main dungeon. So we'll keep cruising along. Alright, so... Oh, that's the jungle one. Oh, we've opened it. Oh, I turned auto pulse off. Hang on. Ah! Cool. Alright, so what's in here? Agile piranha gun. Latches onto enemies for continuous damage. Okay, that's pretty sweet. I'm excited to try it. Piranha gun. And let's just take the rest of this gear. It feels like... I don't know, it's hard to describe it. What is... I've never seen that monster. What is it? Oh, you can like... Hang on, come out. I'm trying to... No way. If you hold down the left mouse button, it like multi-attacks it. Can you imagine that on a boss? So you just left click once and it's like, fight's over, guys. So hang on, we'll try it again. It's like a piranha, it's eating it. That's pretty sweet. The only problem with it is, it's got good knockback. It doesn't really, like, you can only kill one at a time. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Oh, that was weak. Alright, so we're also looking for a corruption chest. Oh my gosh, that's setting me on fire. Oh, I got Soul of Night too. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's a whoa, go away. Alright, that's a hallowed chest. I can't open that one. So, I think the volume's turned back up. Sorry guys. I can't quite tell how loud it's recording, so I'm going on the quiet side rather than the loud side. Okay, ice chest. No. But I can get a frozen key from that farm. Oh, where's the corruption chest? I don't know. Alright, let's get rid of this dude. I've never seen these fire enemies before. This is awesome. I like how they set you on fire. That's pretty sweet. Alright, is that a mimic? Or is that real? Oh, it's real. Oh, cool. Alright, dead end. Oh gosh, I'll just land on the sparks. Corruption chest, hello. Where are you? Where are you, dungeon chest? Corruption chest. Where are you? I don't know what that accent was. It's just bizarre. Okay. Apologies, like it's one of those things like, I don't really want to sit there and map out where every chest is, like, the dungeon's not that big, I'm sure I'll find it soon. Famous last words. Alright. Okay, we'll look back down here. I didn't go right last time, so maybe it's this way. Ooh, there's a heart down there. Come on, corruption chests. Where are you? And we'll keep going, past the bookcase, past the traps. Let's have a look down here. Let's see. Okay, oh, that guy's really tough. Bone Lee. I don't like him. What's this one called? Hell Armored Bones. Ah! My goodness. Everything's hit so hard. No. Ah, there it is. There's the corruption chest. Okay. Ah, yes. I love this weapon. Superior Scourge of the Corruptor. So it's actually just called the Scourge of the Corruptor. So it's this javelin, but it actually shoots like little of those, those eater monsters that are in corruption. It's like a homing missile. This weapon is massively strong. If you can see that, like, it's just, you can just pretty much aim it anywhere. It doesn't take ammo, and it's just wrecking everything. It's just like kabang, kabang, kabang. Look like, yeah. Okay, so that's a really sweet weapon. 98, and it does melee damage, so it's counted as a melee weapon. So I think it's actually average knockback, average fast, very fast. I think it might be stronger than the Excalibur, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, that's doing some pretty sweet damage, and it's ranged. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like a pretty strong weapon. I guess if I had a criticism of it, like, it's killing stuff off screen, so it's harder to keep track of what you're killing. I guess that's not really a bad problem, though. And it's got decent knockback, so yeah. So as you can see, biome weapons are pretty interesting. I'd be interested to try the piranha gun against a boss. Just the ability to luck on and just deal consistent damage is pretty interesting. I think it seems to me that it's a bit weaker than... It seems that the piranha gun is weaker than the... Oh, there it is. The piranha gun actually tracks the necro, which is cool. Yeah. I think I like the Scourge of the Corruptor better, but the piranha gun is good against single targets. This is more crowd control, this Scourge of the Corruptor. As you can see, it's just killing stuff really easily. Oh, there's a little one. Hello. Wait, come out. Come out and die. So, yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. So, you can pause the video at the start to see how to set up the ocean farming thing. If you've got any questions about numbers and stuff, I guess I can put the numbers in the description for how to set up the biome farms. But yeah, so let's, as a last thing, let's see what they actually sell for. I'm interested to see these weapons. Piranha gun's worth 7 gold, and Scourge of the Corruptor is worth 32 gold. That is a very expensive weapon. And it can even be made stronger. Like, its stats are decent, but it hasn't got like the godly thing. Let's see how much it is to reforge the Scourge. Oh yeah, just 54 gold? Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh my god. That is expensive. I think I'll leave it like that for a bit. I also found this cool staff off Plantera. It's called the Pygmy staff. I don't normally play a summoner, but you use it and you get this little pygmy dude, and he's invincible, and he just follows you around. He can fly anywhere. He gets any ability you've got, and he does about 30 or 40 damage to monsters. So it's useful. I mean, if you're fighting boss or something like that, it costs like 10 mana to spawn him. They look different if you respawn it. Like that one's got a face mask on. And yeah, he'll just like attack stuff. And as you saw, 48 damage is decent. So you can just like let him do some dirty work for you. But I guess against a boss, like you've got additional damage, which is pretty good. And he'll chase after them. He's like, yeah, whatevs. You know, I got this happy days. You do your thing, bro. So that's pretty cool. And if you start flying, apparently he can fly, which is kind of cool. And yeah, so I'm actually interested to try a summoner class. Not that there's a specific class, but yeah, it'd just be pretty cool. There's also a mod I've heard about called Z-mod for Terraria, which makes the game play like an RPG game. Which, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a mad RPG fan. I love role-playing games. So yeah, I'd be interested to try it. If you ever want to despawn your summons as well, you can just right-click them and they disappear. Alright, so that's the video, guys. So that's how you make a biome farm. We've got 2 sweet weapons, and I love this Scourge of the Corruptor. It's a massively strong, super fast weapon. I'm actually interested to fight Plantera with it, just to see how quickly it can kill it. I'm assuming pretty fast. But what's that? You want to see it die now? Okay, you twisted my arm. Oh, I put like a fireworks thing on here too. I'm like, sweet fireworks. You know, I couldn't resist. Like, fireworks are cool. I'm so glad they put fireworks in the game. Alright, so I'm going to just dash to the jungle. I thought, you know, when you get a new weapon, you want to try it out. So pretty much all that's left in this game for us to do, like besides like building epic structures and stuff like that, is pretty much make an arena to fight and defeat the Pumpkin Moon and the Frost Moon. And to do that, we're firstly going to need better armor. This hallowed armor won't cut it. So I'm going to try and get the beetle suit, which is melee. The defense is more like 70 something. So that's going to be a massive improvement. And I don't know, I can probably use the Scourge of Corruptor for it. I'd also be interested in making an arena for it. With traps to do damage to some of the monsters. So yeah. So I guess in our next video we'll start creating an arena for... There's a Plantera Bob. We'll start creating an arena so we can fight Plantera. What have I done? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that'll do. Sorry, Plantera. Let's go. So I've already got a feeling that this is going to be a good weapon for Plantera. But the proof is in the pudding. Come here. Alright, let's just check the damage. Man, it's done 5,000 damage already. I think this weapon's pretty sweet. I think also because of its homing ability, like, even if I'm not aiming 100%, like, it's still getting it. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I've already got it down to its next form. Now, remember though that to beat these Frost Moon and Pumpkin Moon, like, you need to be super strong. Because the monsters are just insanely powerful. So you should be able to kill Plantera fairly easily if you're ready for Frost Moon. One of the other things I have to do is, and this should be him, you're down. Ooh, what'd I get? Venus Magnum? What's that? Shoots a high, powerful velocity bullet. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's semi-auto. It does 48 damage without buffs. It's a pretty good gun. It's pretty cool. Obviously, it's not as cool as this, but yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if you didn't have another gun at the time, that's a pretty fast weapon. Okay, that'll do. Next video, we'll be setting up our arena with traps for the pumpkin moon. I believe is slightly easier than frost moon. And I'll probably use this area and create like a bit of a raised thing with traps. So, sorry tree, you're gonna have to go. Yeah, so I'll probably farm some lizard temples to get more traps. Because you try and minimize the amount of weak monsters that get... weak, I use that lightly. Weak monsters that can get at you during Pumpkin Moon. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you're into in Terraria. And get involved. If you have some tips for Pumpkin Moon and Frost Moon, I'm happy to listen to it. I think I did Pumpkin Moon once and got killed very badly. So this will be a bit of a learning thing for me too. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Stay happy, guys. See you next time.